So Jamal, again, I start, man, from the beginning. Where were you born? Where were you born and raised?
I was born in Sudan, Port Sudan, but I was raised in Seattle, Washington. 34 years old. Been out here since the 90s, early 90s. Same time when all the other East Africans, so to speak, migrated here. Many for different reasons. I came here as a refugee, fleeing from war from the country. And so, just came here out here, me, my mom, my dad, just for a better life.
So that I know who's asking, tell me to add household contacts.
Thank you for coming over.
We were just talking a second ago, and you said that you've been here for about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
June of 2024,
Yep.
you got off the streets.
I got off February 2024.
Well, tell me more about that. Tell me the story. What happened?
Around like February 2024, it was that time it was cold, raining, snow, all of that right around that time. So I was at the Commons on Aurora, on 90th and Aurora. I was behind the backside of it, and I was in a tent, and I just heard someone yell out, if anybody wants to go indoors, because they were doing a sweep, anybody wants to go indoors, now's the time. And I was the only one that got up and left, and they took me to from there they took me to Chinatown, what's it called over there in Chinatown?
Was it a shelter there?
Yeah, the shelter.
Okay.
Yeah, Navigation Center. You never heard of that spot? Oh, okay. Yeah. The Navigation Center. They sent me there, and yeah, that's what happened from there. Right around February.
So, when you heard that call, like, what was it in you that made you get up?
Oh well, for one, it had already been really, really cold already. So I was getting beat, with just that alone. So in my head, I knew like I couldn't take it anymore out there because of the climate, the weather, and you can never predict the weather. You could be out and the next thing you know, you're drenched in water and, it's Seattle. So, I just got tired of that. It's like and plus, there's no safety out there when you're running around and, living that life. So I was just like, I need to be indoors.
And how long had you been on the streets? Living on the streets?
Pretty much like after high school. Yeah, just after high school, just running around. Not because my mom, she didn't agree with how I was living, so she didn't give me an ultimatum, but she was like, you're out doing God knows what, and I have kids to raise, and so and I suppose I call myself being a man, so it's like, yeah, I'm all right. She didn't like directly kick me out, but she said you gotta figure something out, and so I got into drugs and stuff.
Gotcha.
Selling dope.
And we talked probably 2 years ago, maybe even longer.
I think it was longer than that.
2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I seen you in Ballard, and we always say hi, what's going
Oh,
on?
yeah.
Like, you've always been like super friendly and
Yeah.
kind, which
Yeah.
I really appreciate. I mean, most people are.
Yeah, that's how we are.
Yeah, it's most people are. I don't know when you graduated high school. What year?
Oh, it's supposed to be 07.
07. So
Yeah.
it is almost 2026. That's a
Yeah.
long time to be on the streets.
Yeah, 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah, almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just about. Yeah. Just running around because I didn't have like nothing stable. up until like 19. I got my first apartment, and that was only for like 6-8 months, and then I moved out to Bellingham and started a new chapter out there, basically.
And we caught up at the Commons, and I didn't recognize you. And you brought me over, and we were talking for a second, but you said something about, I was just tired, and from the way people cope. Some people cope with illegal drugs and legal drugs, etc. But you said, I'm tired and I wanted to stop.
So after just being out there, and really being out there, and getting locked up, just being in the mix, so to speak. I learned, how people thought, how they think, how they reacted to certain situations. I just learned how they perceived life, basically, and my perception of life. I don't think I'm better, but I always thought more of life. I didn't think, we just live and then we die and that's it. Like, I always had something in me that, something guiding me. I don't know, but I always just had a vision, I guess, so to speak. And I always saw past the bad, basically. So, yeah, and, being in this lifestyle, everybody only sees the bad. And so you get tired of that. You get tired of hearing all the bad news and, oh, such and such did this, such and such did this. It's like, when is there ever going to be good news? Like, that's all people are just focused on, is the bad, And so, and I'm not saying I never did. I as well did that too, but, I also know that through the bad, there's always a good to it too. It's like pros and cons, or not pros and cons, but like, you'll see your light. You'll see the light through the tunnel once you get through the thick and thin, basically. And yeah, so I guess you could say I'm optimistic, I guess.
I mean, so optimistic where you were like, I'm done, like living this lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. Because especially with like doing like opiates and stuff, like that was a waste of time, because you're literally like watching life slip right by you. You're just like sitting there unconscious, and you wake up and it's another day, and then you take another hit and there goes another day. And I just got, you grow out of that. Maybe back then, 5 years ago, I still would have been enticed by it, or like, moved by it. But now I'm just like, I'm getting older. I'm 37 now, so, it's just like, I've done all that. I've done enough for me. I'm not gonna say I've done everything, seen everything, but I've done enough, my share. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. You say you grew out of it. Some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people,
unfortunately,
yeah, like they just keep going. But you don't know when people decide, all right, I'm done tired of this. And you at, I guess, 36, or I don't know when you quit everything, but at some point you stopped.
Yeah, slow down.
Yeah.
Definitely slow down.
And as well as when I ran into you, said I'm filling out applications to get a job.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a job right now. Just I'm still on that same track. I've been filling out applications, getting interviews, So I'm getting my feet wet, but I'm not all the way in the door yet. So I'm just trying to maintain and just keep going. Don't give up. Persevere. Whatever. How do you say that word? Persevere. Yeah, what he said. And I'm just trying to be like that, I guess. So.
Yeah. Well, tell me about your day to day.
Day to day, I wake up. I'm an early bird, so I wake up early in the morning. I like to wake up when everyone's asleep.
Why?
Because there's something about that time of the day where you have all your thoughts to yourself. Everyone's asleep, so you're kind of like more at ease. You're not gonna wake nobody up. You're not gonna bother nobody. No one's gonna come bother you. So that alone is more peaceful. And they say early bird get the worm. So there's lots of benefits to that too. So yeah.
So like, you've been living here in this place since June
Yeah.
of 2024.
2024. Yeah.
So you transitioned from that other
Navigation
center to this place.
Here, yeah.
And tell me, what was it like getting your own room?
It was a blessing. I'm not even gonna lie, like, cause from where I was at, I was in the trenches. I was like, they threw me in there in the doghouse with the convention center not the convention center, what do you call it again? What was it called?
The
Navigation center, yeah. I always forget that word. But yeah, navigation center. So yeah, in there it was like high school all over again, cause it was like jail actually, because it had dorms and it was like not bunk beds, but like single beds, and it was co-ed too. So it was like a zoo kind of. No one really, I mean, everybody had the same mentality because they were all just coming off the street. So you couldn't put too much expectations on them, and so everybody was just living like how they were living on the streets, just Humpty Dumpty, whatever. But yeah, but it was all right. I liked it. I enjoyed it, because I felt at home when I got there. I seen all my buddies and stuff. And so I was like,
Did you know people?
Yeah, I already knew people.
Oh, that were there already?
Yeah.
Okay, so you came into some kind of community.
Yeah. We all knew each other in there, so it was like, oh, okay. Now I can do this indoors, not outdoors. Yeah. So it was like, it was better, way better after that.
And then a little bit later, this opened up.
Then I got this, yeah. Then I got this, and then this is a studio, but it's mine. So and I think I've done all right in here. It's my own little zone. So but I'm gonna be moving out of here soon. So.
Oh, really? Tell me more about that.
So because in here I don't have my own bathroom. It's a shared bathroom and shared showers. And so I put in for a move to be in a building like this, but with my own private bathroom. Due to health concerns and all the you can only just imagine what's going on in the bathroom if it's a shared bathroom. I don't really want to talk about that, but yeah, so I'm going to be moving out of here soon, hopefully, into a new and better apartment. In
the same building? Different building?
Yeah, this building, they don't have none of them with bathrooms in them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're all co-ed, shared, whatever. So yeah, they're going to move me, hopefully within like 6 months, I think. 6 months. Hopefully within 6 months I'll be out of here, so I got maybe 3 more months I'll be out of here. Probably 3-4 months, I don't know. But I know I'm gonna be moving out of here soon, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine only imagine that it feels good to have a door you can close and lock and have your stuff. Yeah. Not worry about it.
Good condition, nothing, it's a sense of security. That's another reason why I was like, I gotta get off the streets, because every day I'm waking up and they everybody hears the story. Oh, I woke up and okay, whatever. But it's the same shit that's happening over and over. So like, what's the common denominator? Is you keep going back to the same situation. So you gotta think outside the box. Sometimes you gotta think, okay, if this is happening, maybe I should, change my direction, my route, or something. I don't know, but yeah. So now I get to keep all my shit. Yeah, it's
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's such a, it's so good to decorate, put stuff on the walls.
Yeah, I like doing
just
that
to
too,
own
yeah.
it,
Yeah.
and just to make it your
My
place,
spot, yeah.
your spot.
Yeah, that's the best part, you know, because even though it's not much, but it's still, it's not about how it's not about how much, but it's about what you put into it,
Yeah, home is what you make of it, man. It's like,
Exactly.
it doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be giant.
And the simpler, the better, actually. The more stuff, the more
Yeah.
headache. So
I'm a firm believer in less is more. In
Yeah.
the art,
Yeah.
music, a lot of.
I'm trying to get rid of a lot of things already right now. So
Join the
agree.
club, man.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, stuff. There's a lot of stuff in the world. And they feed you here?
No. I mean, they have like a little pantry downstairs. We're allowed to grab a few items from down there. But as far as they feed like once a month. They have like the Marriott hotel, or whatever. They come and they bring their food, and it's actually delicious. So yeah, they bring that, but they don't like cook food meals and stuff. We got to do it ourselves, because we're not. I guess we're almost like, this is like a transitional housing, I guess. Or,
Okay.
I don't know. So it's up to us to figure that part out. But they will help if you need the help.
Yeah. How are you navigating that?
Oh, like food and stuff. I mean, food has always been plentiful here in Seattle. Like, they got so many churches that give away food, and food banks and feeds where you go in and eat. There's so much food out here. Like, you shouldn't be starving. Like, if you're starving, it's because you choose to. Really, you neglect your stomach. It's not nobody else's fault. You can. If you have the ability to go get it, then it's on you. But if you don't, then that's a different story. So yeah, put that out there.
I'm curious, speaking of food, and I know that when I saw you teach, I'm going to go visit my mom.
Yeah.
And since you've gotten off the streets, has your relationship with your family changed?
Yeah, better. Yeah, better, way better. And they can trust me now. They don't have to worry about me doing no out of pocket, things to them, or how it is, just doing weird stuff,
Tell me more about that. What do you mean? Tell me, like
just like I've done like just like dumb stuff around my house, just like things that I would never do now, but like back then I thought was okay. So, just like, I don't want to be too specific, but just doing things that you would not be proud of, basically. Yeah.
And so, I mean, when what was your mom's perspective when you came and you're like, hey, I'm in housing now,
she took it, she don't ever just like take everything all at once and believe everything all at once, because she knows there's always like, the steps. You always have to take steps to get to where you want to get to. So she already knows that. So she's very patient too, very, very patient. So she always accepts with open arms, but she's always, leery. She's always, in the back of her mind, so she's not gonna always, give me the full embrace that I want or whatever, because, she's like, oh, well, you've said this before, so we're just gonna play day by day. We're just gonna see how you are, and then, with time, people will see like, okay, maybe this, maybe they really did change, and they'll see in your actions and how you talk and how you move. They'll know, like, okay, maybe he's done with that. Dad has moved on. Now he's moved on to another page. So, yeah.
And you have a sister as well?
Yeah, I got one little brother. He's like around his 20s, and two other sisters. She's in her 30s, and one of them's in her 20s as well.
And you have a relationship with them?
Yeah, I'm cool with them.
And it's different than when it was?
I mean, we always been cool. I mean, there's always this sister-brother rivalry kind of thing, but for the most part, it's always been love with us. Like we never, I mean, that's with my whole family. We never really like completely abandoned each other. We just, you know, gave distance, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like healthy distance.
Definitely, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, Jamal, like, what do you see? You know, you move into this new place, you get a job. What do you see for your future?
For my future, I see just whatever it is, just remain humble, steadfast. You know, be you know, always try to be positive no matter what. So, you know, just stay humble and be positive.
I guess this. Let me put it this way: hopes and dreams.
Oh, hopes and dreams. Hopes. Okay, so hopes. I hope to get a career. I want a career, so I want to be able to start working on my career. So that would be kind of like a hope and a dream. Yeah, so that I want to get a career going so I can start working and, you know, play my part in society and, you know, get married, have kids, you know, house, you know, all that American dream or whatever.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Those are beautiful hopes and dreams. Man, I'm rooting for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am rooting for you. It for me, like this story and just someone who's transitioning out and just like in a new direction gives me so much hope. You know, because I see a lot of people who are still in it, and I talk to a lot of folks who are still in it and struggling, but it feels so good to be like, just to talk to someone who's kind of like
ventured off.
I mean, I don't want to say on the other side, but just on a different side.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. You know? Yeah, that's true though.
You know, and it's like, and again, something in you just said, this is enough, man. I want to do something different in my life. And
yeah.
I don't want to keep doing this. Get tired of it, right?
Same old shit every day. Same. I mean, I can call it out day by day. I mean, it's, you know, and one thing I know that I can always go back to it because it's always going to be there. And so I just thought, why not just give myself a chance at something else? And if I don't like that, I can always go back to what I was doing. Like, that's always going to be there. And that's like easy to get into. Like, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out, and it don't take a genius to do it, you know? So like anybody could do that. But for you to like move up, not anybody has, you know, the determination or the strength or the spiritual guidance or just whatever, just the kahunas or whatever to just man up and like, you know, do that, you know, because there's always going to be people try to bring you down and do this, say that, and, you know, just all type of, you know, negative energy, so to speak, to try to pull you away from what you're trying to achieve. So, you know, you gotta just be disciplined, I guess, too. If you don't have discipline, you're not going to be able to achieve what you want to achieve in life, period. You got to have discipline.
Yeah, it sounds not easy getting off the streets into...
Oh, yeah. It's definitely not easy. And it doesn't happen overnight, you know. It's always like, you know, it always starts with a thought. That's what I believe. It always starts with a thought, and then you manifest it into, you know, real life situation. And so, you know, I always thought about doing this, but I didn't know how to make this happen. But it was always a thought in my head, you know, even before I came to the navigation center, you know. I've always thought about doing this, but I just didn't know how to do it, nor did I have the funds to do it, nor did I have the, you know, the, what do you call it, I didn't have the, what's that word called? Resources. I didn't have the resources like I do now to do what I want to do, you know. So, you know, you got to take baby steps. You know, there's a goal, but to get to the goal, you got to have, you know, all these little other steps to get to that main goal. So, kind of like, what do you call it? A plan. what do you call those things? They make a plan of action. What do you call that?
Action plan?
Yeah, okay, action plan. We say action plan. You gotta have you gotta have an action plan. But yeah, and you gotta be sincere too. You gotta be real with yourself. You gotta be absolutely real to yourself. Because if you're not gonna be sincere, then it's not gonna be steady. It's not gonna hold fast. You're gonna venture off, and you're gonna do some other shit. You're not gonna stay true to you.
You have people in your life or groups or just, I don't know, other resources that keep you on track?
Oh yeah, my family.
Oh, nice.
My family, yeah, they help me a lot, like mentally, spiritually. They help me with money all the time, So like, yeah, I'm blessed, So like, I'm not one to complain anyway. So, even if I didn't have that, I know I'd find a way out.
Yeah, you have determination.
You gotta have that.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, but I feel like a lot of folks I talk to, they just lose so much hope, and they lose that determination.
Yeah.
And they're just like, screw it.
Yeah, that's sad.
And I'm not saying that's like a one and done, because people can find it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another day, another time, or something gives them hope. I don't know, but
something happens.
Jamal, one last question.
Yeah.
That I like to ask before we wrap up. Is there anything you'd want the people of Seattle to know?
Go Seahawks. It's the Seahawks season right now, so go Hawks. Let's go.